And we're gonna say good morning to everybody. Try not to look super ratchet. I'm gonna try not to look like I don't have a brain and I'm super ratchet. Look, y'all, I've been over here. Don't talk about me. I know listen. I know I look crazy. I know my hair looks a mess. I know I got a lot going on where why am I up at 12:48 in the morning? Because when I got home from work, I was zonked. I was tired. I had to go to sleep, but I allowed for the day to marinate, and then I just woke up like an hour ago and I'm just like, oh man, there's a lot going on out there. There's way more going on than even a little bit. But and that's where I'm at where with all of it. I'm like, I'm not even doing anything per se. So it doesn't really affect me that much. But, respect is a big thing. And I feel like when it comes to where we are and who people are and why people are, it needs to be respected for what it is and not try to be made out to be something that it isn't, right? Because that's what this all started from, and that's how it's going to end. And the whole industry, baby, that's where my heart just breaks for the whole thing, because I'm like, did I ever even watch this video before? But seeing the video, because the song started playing in my head this morning when I was at work, when I was going on my little rant with the people that's not even in my energy or in my face, but constantly keeps coming through the channel as if they're looking for a response, as if they're looking for some type of validation on why life is the way that it is for everybody as a collective. And even when it comes to my little babe, right? And I'm like, and that whole situation started way before even coming to make a channel and stuff like that, because of who my family, like the family I was actually birthed in as being Briere and Monique Baker, like because of my family. And then like seeing how we are capable of things that is beyond the human understanding, it shows who we are. So just seeing that this was already being manifested on everybody's behalf, and I can't say, right, because if you look, that video came out 4 years ago, and if you look today, you can't say that they wasn't doing anything or they're not doing anything to counteract that, because today I don't I don't think that's yeah, that energy is winning in any way, shape, or form. But we do have a lot of trans people. We do have a lot of people that is they're, yeah, and a lot of heroin, a lot of, I don't know about the meth, but a lot of heroin, a lot of druggy stuff, a lot of druggy stuff. I was like, this is a lot of druggy stuff, and I wasn't sure about the druggy stuff. I just, cause I mean, I grew up with the druggy stuff, but not like that. And don't talk about my house either. This is not for y'all. Like, it really isn't. And that's kind of where I'm like, oh my gosh, I do need to clean up. I gotta do my hair. I gotta do my daughter hair. I worked so much in the last 2 weeks for me that I'm like, oh my goodness, this could get really dangerous really fast with how someone will just constantly do that without like really being able to see where everyone is and why everyone is and how everyone is. So that's when I'm like, ooh, I can't, well, I don't have to do that anymore, because now that overtime that was offered isn't being offered anymore, because it's not needed to be offered, right? So that's like, why not take it when you can, especially when you know you got all these bills that need to be paid and tax day. I was like, I've never had to pay $1,200 for just that. And then when I talk to people and they make it like it's not a big deal, right? They make it like, you know, well, you could just get on the payment plan. You could just, not pay it. You could just like I can't even function like this. Like, it's like, what are you? Anyway. So I was just getting on here. I was just like, hey, so yeah, that it was a big day. It was a big day yesterday. Today's a new day. We going back to sleep in a couple hours, but I got enough sleep. I woke up and I was just like, there's a lot going on out there. There's a lot going on. More than I knew, but that's perfectly fine for Briera because, well, what else was I doing other than trying to get? Today is the day. Here, let me turn my camera on. This is how my house look, y'all. I know it's dirty. I got stuff everywhere. Like I'm a mess. Well, the children are my responsibility, and I should be like, children, get your toys up. Children, do this. Children, do that. But not when mom has to work and you. What we have for dinner tonight? We went to Taco Bell at 4 o'clock, and mom bought them some tacos because it's at the corner of our street. And I'm sorry, it's like I don't know what you want from me other than I'm just who I am. I'm not trying to be in anyone else's energy to make it seem like I'm more than what I've already told and showed and presented to the world, that this is who I am. It's like I'm trying to grow and develop and mature into a better version of who I am, but I'm like, I just don't even know what more could I do or say. I do have to put some clothes in the dryer though. But so anyways, so that's where I was at. I was like, I don't want to be like sad or nothing because I know it's like, no, show the kitchen too. Shut the fuck up. Mom been working too much, y'all. It was a long week or a long 2 weeks. So, but yeah, it was like I saw some stuff and I'm just like, I kind of feel bad. And then, oh, the angel got Orcaritas. So I was planning on, because I have a day off on Saturday. And I'm like, with everybody out here crying and whatnot, we could come back on Saturday, people. We could come back on Saturday and not be all stressed out for nobody because, oh my God, I didn't know. And they're like, that was funny. That was funny. That was funny. I think it was funny anyways. They all want to die. That's what they keep saying. That's all I keep saying. Why y'all want to die so bad? I don't know. But ain't got shit to do with me. Ain't got shit to do with me. Hold on, people. Let me put some clothes in the dryer so I can make sure these kids. This is what happens. Don't fucking work almost how many days in a row? I can't even freaking remember. But it's not like ooh, poor me, look at me. I'm working every day. Oh my God. No, it's just like I'm about to be backed up in this motherfucker. This is about to be some, you gotta clean up, you gotta do these things to get shit back in order after working so that you can pay your own fucking bills. So work. And I guess it's embarrassing for what? For who? What the fuck? Anywho. So, I'll see y'all probably Saturday. Let me clean my house, y'all. I mean, I do got y'all in here right now, but that stuff, I take my angel guide oracle readings real serious. Okay, I try to be a professional. I don't just want anybody speaking on my behalf at all. Yeah, I really don't get that. And then, but death is what death is. Hi, Mace. And that's why I was like, y'all all have to be careful. Not just me, not just you. What I say? Just like people, you have people that love and care for you. I have people that love and care for me too. So we all just scared together. One big happy scared. No, stop. That's not. I don't exactly. I don't even. I'm not like. Well, maybe, but I wasn't. Exactly. It's the upbringing for me. Like, child, when I tell you, I be laughing at the memories of of where I was when I first heard something or I first saw something. Or, like, yeah, even with that, when I first did something. So watching things over and over and over again, I just that that's probably like the only movie of no, and yeah, and white chicks too. So it's like, but no, the one, the how could I, the one that actually is more of value is Living Color, y'all. That's where it's at. That's the more, introduction to a different way of being, seeing, and doing things. So, and everybody knows that, even my own mother. So that's where I'm like, oh, I guess I never realized how we was introduced into, the atmosphere, because it's the energy. It's not you being here and you being there. It's like that's where I get like, but exactly. So it's kind of like, anywho. I try not to be like I know more than I do. I don't know more, but I just know some things. And especially about being somebody that be working and working and then just looking up like all my work is not gonna be going to waste for you over there sitting there half alive and half sick. Like, what the fuck is going on? What is going on? So, oh, don't ask me questions. I told y'all, when it comes to the president of this United States of America, just I don't know. I don't know. We sat here for how many months, how many years, and my poor old heart, I was first in line to vote for Kamala, only because I was like, let's avoid the fact that we're giving someone another chance when they are specifically, deliberately disrespecting everything that has been built. Like, it doesn't, even the things that they personally have built. Like, it's like they're not even just disrespecting other people, they disrespecting their own shit. Like, oh, okay, well, but oh, I wake up in the morning, which it was my daughter's fourth birthday on November 6th, and it said that he won presidency. I said, oh, well, old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on this farm he had some chickens. So, I'm just saying, it's just, what is it? He said, you know, what did he say? He said something about the farmers and all this stuff. It might be real hard for a long time. It might be like, things, because, oh, no, it wasn't the tariffs yet, but it was going to be hard. He told us that, like, right away after he was, you know, sworn in again. So I'm like, well, after his inauguration, he told us that it's going to be an adjustment period. You living in the household with maniacs doesn't mean you have to become a maniac. Just because your mother and father don't love you that much doesn't mean you can't love your offspring that much. Just be it's like I'm trying to fathom why am I even like don't that's where I'm yeah, that's why I'm taking my time. And that's why I be always moving things around and trying to fond job out of my fucking face so that I'm not like really trying to be attached to anyone. What are you delivering to the people? It's billions of us. It's millions of us. So what are you delivering to the whole collective as being the face of something? Like it's not even about what's going on beneath the surface and why you got to feel like and that's where he is getting mixed up with all of it is because he's trying to be the face and the undertone of it and it's like maybe it can work, you know, and that's why people like me is out of it. And, you know, I I'm here to do what I'm supposed to be doing as a mother, as a I won't say as a worker, but as a healer, you know, I get opportunities and I take them for what they are. Sometimes they plan out, sometimes they don't. Don't talk about my hair. I know I be looking ratchet. I know, and this is just from right before my birthday. I should have put my little scarf thing on. But yeah. But I said, y'all gotta do better. It's just do better for the people. And they said that we at war, which I why we at war with Iran? I just don't know. I just be like, come on, y'all. Like, yeah, I know, and I was specific about my birthday. I didn't care. Like, we all inviting me to this birthday party. We gonna have some lighthearted energy. That's all I knew. That's all I wanted to know. I don't care what y'all felt like it was or what it was gonna be. Don't disturb what cause I could be alone right here just like this for not talking forever and ever. Like we so proud that we don't have people that talk and we don't have people that actually comprehends these things and actually is brave enough to say anything. We're confident in knowing that we have that control over people and how they show up. We're happy about that. So since we are happy about that, let me be real demanding and commanding when it comes to the things that I personally desire, like not being disturbed on my 30th birthday by anything, even the ones that tried to. Hey, who are you? Why are you here? I said, but they good. That's what I'm like, they fine. What the hell? So, lighthearted energy. That's it. I don't care how many times I had to say it before. And then we still had to, because we are the demanding ones. So we still had to show up. And I saw this guy, this comedian, right? And I just watched it probably like when I just woke up. I was scrolling and I came across him, and you know, certain things I don't click on, but if it makes me like, I'ma click on it. But the thumbnail said, I I was bored in a plane and I tried to snitch on two fat women or something like that. And, and yeah, I said, oh snaps. So I clicked on it and he was talking about how, you know, he likes to class and be at the front of the plane and then like go to the bathroom or whatever and walk to the back of the plane or whatever and it was funny for what it was, but that's what I'm talking about when it comes to the airplanes and me experiencing that for the first time just a month ago or a couple weeks ago. I'm like, it's not even, I mean, it's a nice, like, little ride. It's a nice little, it get me from here to there. But at the end of the day, it's not a comfort type of thing. Maybe if it was private and, but it's like something just don't seem right with this whole layout of the airplane. But I'm just like, you know, and then I saw some other stuff, but I'm just like, man, this don't even this don't even really feel like what it's supposed to be, bro. So I'm just like, whatever. Exactly. And the only reason look at me comparing it to what's that movie called? You know the movie with the airplane. Ooh, airplane movie with Kevin Hart and Snoop. What is it called? Airplanes? Something, with the purple plane, and they're and so it made it seem like that's what it was. That's what a airplane ride would get. Not saying because of course, but just the layout and it's separated and. Maybe because I flew on a very cheap one that I just didn't get the thrill and the feel of it all. But um, yeah, I'm from Ohio, but I'm just like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. But yeah, I was just talking. I was just saying, hello, good morning. We're up because I went to bed probably like 4:30 this afternoon, and yes, I neglected my responsibilities today. My house is a mess. My house is a mess, right? And you know, I had to really allow for all of today to set in. And then I'm like, look, y'all was I be watching Jimmy Kimmel. So I saw that they had something about Bill Clinton and who else? Bill Clinton and his wife, Hillary, and they're under oath right now, maybe, or something about um the Epstein files. And I just felt, listen, I don't know people, okay? I personally, and I know this might break some hearts right now, but I, pre Erra, don't know people, right? So I had to Google Epstein the day before yesterday, and I now know he's actually a dead person. So I'm so sorry that I'm thinking this whole time that these Epstein files is from a living, breathing source that can testify and be all like this in everybody's face, right? So so now I know, so I had to get caught up in that way because I didn't even know that he was actually not with us at all, walking planet Earth. So, but it's a good thing though, right? Because he was hurting children, he was doing these things, and he was scamming these people, and all these bad things was happening because of the Epstein, right? So, anyways, this is what I was getting at. So Bill Clinton and Hillary is over there under oath and they're asking questions and they requested, okay? They requested for their testimonies to be live, right? Oh, and then, but while being live, they kept taking pictures of them being live, but they didn't want to actually be shown. So, but then I related that to I will just screenshot some stuff and I'd be constantly posting. I don't really care what's going on. I'm vibing, and if it seems like I'm like in a vibe, I'ma just keep vibing. And so I laughed at that, not laughing at the fact that things are happening out there that has absolutely nothing to do with me, but the fact that I guess it becomes a bit much breer sometimes when you are screenshotting every 5 seconds for not no purposes, but maybe a purpose, right? So I'll be like, oh, okay, let's just chill, man. Let's just vibe how you vibe. So cause I was about to share a song, but then I was just like, you know what? Let's not even share the song. Let's just like let people figure it out. Let people be in their own energies and let people accept where they are as individuals. It's not even we we had and I wish I could not be like that, but I told y'all exactly right when who remembers that one? Y'all remember when I said that was the day when I was like, "Oh, we are all just a bunch of scared people." But you know the difference between having sex or approaching a 16-year-old or a 17-year-old versus like a 8-year-old or a 7-year-old or a 6-year-old. Like there is no way you can like not see that this is a child. I mean, maybe at 16, 17, it's like, okay, you could possibly be 18 or 21, but 7, 8, 9, even 10, like what are we talking about? So that was way back 2 summers ago. Okay, that was 2 summers ago that all that shit was coming up. I'm like, there's no way to dispute that for me. Like I don't even know who the fuck that was for at all. Like all I knew, yeah, that one. But we gonna let that one. They said they. Oh, so. I know. That's what I said. Thank you. But that's what I said. Mm-mm. And this, I not exactly. I be just vibing, and I guess it wasn't that he left with a fan because I said, Monica could have just been quiet a little bit because it's like I'm just like, you know. I guess I'm not a whore, right? I'm not trying to be a home wrecker in no way, shape, or form. But I'm like these women and these men, they hold on for dear to the image of what they desire and what the world expects them to be. So it was like if you felt like you needed to go outside of your marriage to begin with, then and she was a willing, able participant in that. Well, what is it? I'm more so upset with her for not being just as the willing and able participant to just be like, dang, I can't believe that he would have chosen me. I know. I'm so sorry that this is Briera. I'm so sorry that she is like, just like, oh, I'm so sorry that your husband you just wasn't doing it right, honey. You just wasn't doing it right. Or you too focused on your own stuff. I don't know. So you gotta figure that out for yourself. But it wasn't that you left with a fan or he left with a fan or nothing like that. 'Cause that's about the only thing I really know about you, Bill. And it was the highlight of no, it was. It was the highlight. I'm like, and to then see where we came from, and all these people is dying behind this stuff. I said, mm-mm. Mm-mm. And then they had scandal. They brought scandal into the whole collective, and nobody just is like, ooh, child, don't even bring these people up, because when I tell you, it's bigger than anybody that is in our faces, right? Like, if you have to be in our face in any form, that means you're not, you know, bigger than anyone else. And that's just like the sad but honest truth about who we are, right? Like, that's just like what it is. And that's why the protection is what it is for certain people, and why this is going to hurt you more than it's going to hurt me, or this is going to hurt everyone more than it's going to hurt me, because we are sitting here trying to get to the bottom line of things. Where did these things come from? Why are we still engaging in it? And if I as being like the leader of anything, takes a vacation, and then I come back and things are either the exact same way or less than what I even left it when it comes to certain individuals or energies, then it will be what it is, right? It will be what it is. So that's why I'm like, I'm not going to be sitting here trying to pretend and act like that wasn't specifically for the simple fact of, man, this is what we all been doing this whole time, and then y'all just, it doesn't even matter who knows who, why we know that and how we know that, but like, y'all, we want to inject ourselves with all sorts of things to make ourselves feel better. When are you any better? Everybody that got the COVID-19 shot, do you feel better? You feel safer since getting the COVID-19 vaccination? Do you feel like now you're immune to getting any more of these pandemic diseases? Do you feel like but at least you're protected from that one? It's just and and I'm that's why I'm like, when it comes to my sister, sometimes I don't be really knowing what's going on, but I honestly can get why I wouldn't want, which I haven't gotten my children vaccinated in quite some time now, especially when it comes to the flu shot. But as a baby, they got all their shots and stuff, but they never got my nephews never got the chickenpox shot, and they recently got the chickenpox because they went out of the country, right? And I'm like, but why wouldn't you get them the chickenpox shot, girl? You could have and avoid all this, but then and they are. And this isn't trying to tell the business, but she understands the brains that she is raising. Like, if my children are autistic and, have these disabilities, I'm not going to give them more things to put in their body that is actually correlated to damaging the brains and the bodies of the people. Like, so even though it doesn't make sense to me as being someone that don't have children that is behind in those type of manners, so where I'm not even thinking about it, I'm just like, like, yeah, let's get them their shots, let's do what we are supposed to do to avoid having to sit there and watch them be itchy and stuff. But you're watching them already suffering a different type of form. So if that came about, that's not even going to really affect you in a heartbreaking type of way. So I just say, do what's best for you and stay out of people's business, their personal business. Like, just stay out of it. So, but yeah, I'm like, so we've been getting all these things and we be shooting ourselves up and, ooh. Ooh. So the meth is a big deal for the people. hmm 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 The meth is a big deal. No, look. She mad as hell. Look at her. She's mad as hell. She's not my friend right now. Macy, come here, Macy. Oh, hi, Macy. Come here. Come on, Mace. Hi, Mace. Hello, Macy. What? What's wrong with you? She be acting funny. Just lay down, Macy. Look at Macy, y'all. She's funny. She's a cutie. She's old. I should look it up. How old do you think Macy is in cat years? She older than me for sure. I had Macy since she was a baby. I love you too. I had Macy since she was a baby. We share the same birthday. No, let me stop. But yeah, I'm not talking. It's like exactly. I'm like, but I do love my the Oracle, and that's like I'm not trying to. Hey, I know how it be coming in, but Kyle Gray is not like well, he's somebody important, but I haven't. You know, when I had first started my my whole spiritual journey, and I met this lady, and she gave yeah, so it's like it's not even that I don't want to meet people, but I was trying to just grow and mature into understanding who I am, what I truly want, and move on from there. And these are the things, the tools that I use. And it doesn't have anything to do with tailoring it to trying to even be close to a person in any way. It's like, ooh, that has to be, that will be just too much. I don't know. But no, the activation cards and all those were things that, maybe not so much as the tarot, because I told you that's some stuff in the tarot world. Like, but the oracle part of it all is like it helped me personally. I don't know what it is, but it helps me. And I'm like, I don't be wanting to give up on the things that actually was good. Like, not the things that we are deliberately trying to take out, like the hope of not being ruined through our own understanding of what life is. And that was like that, yeah, just it's a form of energy. It's not even like the actual person. That's why I'm like, look at this, watch, they about to be acting like a chick over there. Actually, like, no, it's just a form of energy. And if a song starts to play and I'm just like in the vibe and trying to comprehend what this song is telling me, I can get the message. So even if it's not the person, it's this is how you are being looked at, and you should appreciate that from Briera, because I can see you in a lot of different lights, but I would rather see you as being a gentle soul that is a mediator through confusion, illusion, and delusion. Okay, that's how I would prefer to see you, because anything else will be kind of detrimental to the soul. Okay, so that was that. But yeah, and yeah, that was why I was thought that Jeezy song was funny too, because it's like, oh yeah, sneaky link, huh? Those kids, they have like, they are the only thing that is in my life. Like, outside of trying to do my Angel Guide Oracle readings, and then this, you know, and I was very upset with my family. Not so much anymore, because I had my birthday visit, and after not visiting with everybody for a long time, we did just go down there at Thanksgiving, but it wasn't children around. It wasn't, we had the baby there, but it wasn't children around, and we wasn't focused on trying to be. We were just relaxed. It was chill vibes, and you can actually talk then. And so talking and listening to one another really just like that was beautiful. And then it reminded me of the pain and the suffering that individuals had to go through to even be where they are. Even if they're not where they want to be, there was a lot of stuff there that I just didn't remember as being a child. And then it coming in like that, it's like, whoa, that was a lot of things that you had to go through, young lady, young lady, and young lady. So I was like, well, thank you. I'm just like, but so, but yeah, it's just like, I do gotta clean up. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, but I'm gonna go to bed, do better today, get off of work, actually work at my job, finish this freaking painting. I'm still down there painting that silver, and I'm like, man, and not in the way where it's like, oh, this is how is this, but I'm trying to get my job done, not be overwhelmed by things that really personally don't have anything to do with me, but trying to understand the people that actually do or is affected by me, like my sisters and my own children and my mother and my grandmother and my aunts and my uncle and my brothers. And I do have a whole nother family that I just kind of like, so it's gonna just take some more growing up. I know it's just like, and I found out on my birthday, like just on my birthday, I found out one of my cousins have like four children, and I'm kind of, and yeah, like, and then that's where I just be like, so, but we all have to grow up in our own way, in our own form, and when you get your heart broken, that's kind of where the bitterness and the resentment and the disconnect come from, because I'm all over here by myself and I got this dude is a dude for real. Like, this dude, I don't know how, what, that's why you had to stop drinking, stop smoking, stop doing this stuff, so you can see what the hell you just be walking over. Like how, my house, if I don't clean up today, this could get really bad because she's still going to play with her toys and she's still going to dirty up. In him too. He just be thinking but she is the one that still plays with the toys that we leave around. But it's like, you know, we if we just constantly walk over things and look over things, it gets built up and get built up and get built up, and nothing is clean and nothing is like disrespecting it's like, man, nah, nah. So that's what it's like. And then so when you get your heart broken, like I got my heart broken by just thinking that, I'm young. I really got to know someone in a way where we had some similarities, some commonalities. There was a lot of mutual, understanding at the beginning of our relationship. 10 years later, well, I've been here for 13 years now, but being that attached to someone for 10 whole years, it was just like, and just life and already having these disconnects with my own family that I was birthed into, is just like, and then losing my cousin, and that's where it was like, once we lost him, hi, I'm back with this. I'm not gonna say it like that, but I was just like, so yes, and we lost granddad too. Can't forget about granddad. Granddad tries in his best own little way, and he probably even be saying that. See, don't nobody even never even care, because granddad will try to call you every day, all the time. Don't be wanting nothing. It's like granddad didn't never want nothing, but yeah, we miss granddad too. So it's just life, just still be life, and it's like, but you try your best to respect who people were in their upbringing too. Like even the illness that they had to fight with, the things that they were battling. You just respect that as being like on the outside looking in, like, oh yeah, well I suppose, and then okay, just yeah, yeah, have empathy, sympathy. Both. You can have empathy and sympathy and not really like, now I must do something to, this must be more for me. Like, no, it's just like, yeah, man. But I can see how it could just get really lost. I'm not gonna say I'm nothing. Mm-mm, mm-mm. So, but okay, y'all. I talked enough tonight or this morning. I will see everybody probably this weekend. Like we. I'm gonna try. I have time. My house is not. It's not. I just get overwhelmed by the emotions. I do because I don't be wanting to say too much or say too less, and then we talking about Epstein, and this guy is dead, and then how did don't ask me no questions about how people know me and all up on me like that. Don't get up on me, on me, and I don't know nothing about you. So, and then the only thing I knew about you, so y'all was over there. I don't know if they over there, and they was over there with the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 year olds. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So that's what's 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, from ages of 6 and up. We like them from the ages of 6 and up. Mm. So, yeah. And yeah, that's what he's saying. I can end this war in 20. He probably can. If you actually are in the vibe and you can actually see the vibe, you can probably do it. But why your face with your craziness? It's like, what exactly? And then that's where we got to work out the kinks because we still capitalizing off of the hard work of the slaves. Like this is just that part where it's like, bro, y'all have not been sitting here for this many a moons. Been capitalizing off the slaves the whole time. Still, they still capitalizing off the slavery. The slaves, the slaves, they this, and that's why, and there's no disrespect to the Indians, but it's either the Indians or those motherfuckers, or the Indians was just like, the ones that was willing and able to participate in what is happening right now. Because either way, we we're not doing what I think we are doing. Y'all sat up here and let anybody take you over. I kept trying to. Ain't nobody. Jeez Louise. I said, that ain't me. That ain't me. I'm so sorry. That's not me, baby. But that's somebody. But that's why I said y'all waiting for a Rosa Parks to be birthed or to stand up. Y'all the ones that's still getting on the back of the plane and the bus and it is and trying to show y'all. Hold on, what the heck is going on here? So. That's what I said. That's what I said. That's why protection is for what it is supposed to be for. And when you go out of your way to get protection of something else outside of this and think it's gonna come up against this, not like that. Not with the bots, the robots all over the place. And that's why I said I'm actually fighting. Have you ever seen a real spider robot before? Like I had a dream that I was actually like trying to take out a whole spider robot. Like I'm like, and then somebody come in my dream talking about some. You don't see what's going on here. I'm trying to take out that spider. I don't even care what's going on down there. And then, yeah, then I actually was forced to go down so I could see what it is. What are we doing here? Okay. So Hello, James. I'm just talking. I'm just talking. I'm just talking. Not nothing, but yeah, it's crazy business. It's crazy. I'm just like, mm-mm. But yeah, I'm just like, we gotta be careful. But like I said, don't. When she sat up there and she was they kicked Biden out on the rim, but maybe they did it because they knew he was already about to die or something. Not die. Ooh, let's not say that because we don't want them at my door saying anything about. But if he has cancer or something, and they just didn't know how to bring that to the people, which is still bad. But if everybody knew it on the party, that would be my only thing that could see like, okay, he was really ill. Not he was really sleepy Biden or, he was very ill and, terminally ill. So we had to have her step to the forefront to do this like this. But if it's not that, and it was you all deliberately doing things to try to gain this access or momentum in the wrong way, then that's the result of it. And it's just as simple as that gets. But she had the book. She said it was a struggle to go from being vice president to running for presidency. She had a 56 days or something of a book tour or something that I can't remember. Sorry guys. But like I even said in that moment where it's like, even if everything you're saying is a complete lie, as being a consumer of you trying to be the face of our protection and our sanity and our our voice as being just under your domain, I should just be at ease when listening to you. I shouldn't be cringing and be like, what are you talking about? So, yeah, like I'm not saying be a masterful manipulator, but you're running the whole nation. Why are you giving us like you are running a McDonald's? Like that that doesn't I just like what the fuck? So that's just why I probably don't have much, or why I'm not in certain spaces because I can't fathom that. And I would rather you sit here because I know things is going on beneath the surface to clear out even your misinterpretation, clear out even the things that you are still lacking as being the leader, because it's not just you as being the leader, it takes everyone else. So who is bagging that whole makeup? It's like somebody is on their own, like, and that's a situation in itself because we knew that things will really have to change because there's no way we've been capitalizing off the slavery this whole time and still doing it in 2026. And everybody's just comfortable with it too. Like, yeah, yeah. No, you're that, you're this, you're that, and I'm going to end the war in 24 hours. So I'm just saying, don't be talking about my third eye. Talk about your own third eye. My third eye, it gets massaged regularly. I wish I had somebody massaging my back and my feet and all sorts of stuff, but I got this hand right here to massage my third eye when I need to all day, every single day. Let me go and massage this third eye. You better be massaging. This is what I'm here for. See, this is why I need to do my angel oracle readings and stop playing around with the people. Because what the heck is going on? What the heck? You close your eyes and you open this one, okay? You can see a lot more. No, let me stop, y'all. Y'all got me up now. I'm just like, I'm up now. Shit, what's going on? What is happening? Ooh, That was ain't nothing wrong with it. Cause I'm like, don't be hurting my heart and then thinking that I'm gonna be all coming in like Superwoman to save the day. Just screaming at me, hurting my heart like that. What the heck? Even if I am wrong, you ain't gotta scream and yell and do all that stuff. Exactly. Who they want to say? They keep saying who bust my teeth out my mouth. I could take a wild guess as to why my teeth was bust out my mouth. So that's all I can say, and I'm not mad about it. Not even a little bit. I won't say I deserved it, but maybe for for educational purposes, we'll just let that be what it is. Cause I don't really like that type of stuff, and I was so sad. I was like, and the only reason I got so mad with that was because, like, dude, even though that wasn't even what I was trying to get fixed, but it was everything else, and to make it seem like it was being delayed, and you sent over the treatment plan and the insurance still didn't receive it. It's been almost a month, and it's like, why are you? And even though I'm kind of glad, right? Now that we're here today, we're glad that actually didn't plan out, because I couldn't afford it in that manner. So it was like, okay. And I was like, but I wasn't even mad. I was just heartbroken. That, oh, I was like, what the fuck is that? I should watch that movie. I don't know what the fuck that movie is, but I don't personally, those type of things, I don't be watching like that. What the hell? Mm. And the only reason why I'm probably feeling that way is because it was the exact same. I think his tooth was like this one or something. And I gotta get a crown on this tooth, y'all. So that's what I'm waiting to get a crown put on this tooth, because it just needs a crown. But yeah, it's just like, man, don't talk about me though. I'm not sitting here crying about that shit. I was just very sad. I was just very sad. I was like, why would you do that? I don't know. But yeah, life just be life, and man, life just be life, man. Well, I should go to sleep for a couple hours before I have to do it again. I know. Guess who in my bed? Both of those children sleep in my bed. But it's okay, because I was like, Mom's gonna just sleep. What was I watching before I fell asleep? Ooh, what did I choose to put on? Oh, Rio. I love Rio. Rio is one of the best movies to me. I've been obsessed with Rio since I was 16, right? And it's just one of my favorite movies. So I turned Rio on because Kaya was in here with me, and so I just like, okay, I'm just I'm just gonna sleep on the couch. And Saya's just in there, but yeah, they in my bed sleep, minding their own business. And Macy, right there, minding her own business. We just all here, minding. Oh yeah. But let me go to bed before y'all start trying to say some other stuff. Talk about what Indians? This is wildly nut. I don't know. I was just saying, yeah, I was just saying. I was just saying, it just seems a little too easy. When things are a little too easy, you gotta go. No, you gonna get your teeth knocked out again, Brienne. Brienne, do you want it? No, I ain't saying that. I don't know. I don't know what's. I'm just saying. I want to know exactly. Come on, the comparison. Even it's like those are some big fellas. They got some. They got some. They got some ammunition. But exactly, once you get on those drugs, you a different person. So if the Nazis was all high off meth, but they had their weapons too. But just imagine back in the time when it really started to take shape and form of us needing to take control over certain areas of the world. Just imagine what they needed to enhance themselves with to even have any power and control of any situation, right? So I'm just like, well, when you get on the drugs, it enhances you. It makes you feel like you are untouchable, or in some cases you are, right? Because as we can see. Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying it was too easy, but coincidentally, child, exactly. Sometimes you just gotta just go with the flow. Just go with the flow. Because not crying to me, and that I will keep saying that like that, just as a well, who did you think I was over here talking to this whole time? As being, why are you even asking me to ask anybody anything? Personally, it doesn't even have anything to do. So, let's just, and then that's going to help us in some type of way, when really it just brings everything back into full circle, what we didn't have and what we always make it seem like we did have. So, and that's just really like that. So, but there's no shade there, or no hard feelings. I don't vibe with vibes anymore because of situations being what they are. Like, I had to get away from you for a reason. So let's not continue to entertain this for me remembering, or me coming to understanding that I will probably always be right here by myself, trying to get to know myself again. Okay. Like, not saying anything. I'm appreciative of everybody showing up. I'm just like, mm. But yeah, let me go ahead and get to some sleep. And on my third eye, it's like, what is happening? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that is why I miss, or I think Jeremiah Fearless with the two L's towards the back. It's funny as hell because it's a breath of fresh air to see someone actually in a form of communication that is similar to mine. Whether it is or it isn't, it's just nice to see. I personally don't like the whole props and the phones and the pagers and things like that, because it just kind of makes us look like, what the fuck? What is happening? Why do you keep pulling out this phone with no battery? That's just, and then I start thinking like, dang, if anybody else is like that, and we got these phones, and and it's just like, dang, man, I feel so bad for everybody, and that's just what it really boils down to be. But no, that's why I be thinking. I just don't. It's like so many props. Yeah, like I don't. I got a, look at me. Don't talk about me. I got some props too. Let me see. Let me see. Hmm. I know. And oh no, I should. Okay, so okay, I'm being guided to switch up. Um, to switch up my whole um approach this week. Okay. That's really nice. You know, when it I love this, and this is the type of stuff I love when it comes to the oracle cards, right? I will always use the base, the activation cards as being our strength, heart, and guidance, but it's the other energies of different decks that really does help to tap into the different frequencies and the different energies. So switching that up a little bit of how I've been doing it will be beneficial this week. It's just what I was guided to see, right? So it's gonna be a nice weekend. It really will be. So well, even if it's not a nice weekend for everybody, it'll be a nice weekend for somebody. Like, just because today isn't your birthday, it's somebody's birthday. Just because today someone had to leave Earth doesn't mean you have to leave Earth today. Just because you have an understanding about what it is that's being asked of you doesn't mean that it affects anyone else and their understanding of what is being asked of them. It's just that's just what that is, right? So yeah, it's gonna be a good weekend. I don't know about all that type of stuff. I know we gotta let go of wanting to be something more than what we were supposed to be. What do you really desire as an individual? What do you really desire? Like after everything that you just went through, you mean to tell me that that's what you was trying to get back to? Well, have it. Bye bye. It's like, so, and if it's not, then it's like, then move on and try to, yeah. Exactly. Don't. Just throw it away. Just throw it away. And that was just throw it away. So, but yeah, no, because guess what? All of you are perfect. I mean, and perfect. It's like perfect, like not perfect in a condescending way, but perfect because I you guys need to be in your own strength. Like everybody needs to be in their own strength. We need them just as much as they need us. And if I'm trying to be something that I'm not, I can never even begin to be of any use to someone that is actually who they are. How can I be useful if I'm not actually who I am? So that's, I mean, exactly. Yeah, and that's where they call you pussy, and that's when they want to feel like they have an edge over you, and they like, well, if I was supposed to learn a lesson as being that, I probably would be desiring that, right? If I was supposed to learn a lesson of being that, I would probably desire that too. But I don't. I desire to be exactly who I am. The woman that I was birthed into this world to be and become. Nothing more, nothing less. Well, you know. hmm hmm So that's just what that is. But yeah. mm Leave her alone. What, Mace? She doesn't want to sit by me today. She's like, you up talking, got these lights on, just doing the absolute most right now. All right, good night, y'all. I gotta go. Have a good night. Bye. Or good morning.